instead of looking at our egoic expectations or the world's expectations, it's such a beautiful time to go to like come from the soul and like, how do I want to move through this? Like intuitively, like back to being a mother, I had to let go of everything the outside world expected of me and really had to decide, how do I want to move through my family? And that's one of the reasons I homeschool. Um, I was like, I'm not getting my children up at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's not going to work for my family. I mean, that's not the only reason, but these are some of those rhythms. What intuitively works for my children? What intuitively works for our family? And then with aging, I just turned 51 and I'm in this process of like, really checking in how do I want to move through this, and like physical appearance is such a big thing. Do I want to let my hair go gray? Am I ready to let my hair go gray? One of my hairdressers says, you never go gray. I'm sitting there going, I have to decide if I ever want to go gray. I'm like, but I don't, that's the influence. You never go gray. Her grandmother has dyed black hair and her grandmother's like 95.
Right.
Yeah. She was like, you don't. And I'm like, oh. And then, I'm sitting here like, how do I want to move through this phase?
Yeah.
But I can't do it based on the expectations of what the world wants.
No.
If you're going through a phase of like if you're going through a grieving, I had someone talking about, women are so wired for perfection. And she was taught that if you've put on a few pounds, like her mom didn't leave the house. Like if you weren't physically a certain way, you don't leave the house. And I just thought, wow, like those expectations of the outside world are so constrictive and restrictive, and they just keep us so small. And we lose our connection to our soul because our soul is like, I don't care if you feel good, if you're comfortable, so what are your expectations of this season? And are they coming from your ego or your soul? It's really important. And your body, your sweet body is